Hello everyone, Professor Diane Biddle is here. Today I just want to show you an overview of relationships in an Access database. We're going to open up the relationship window and talk a little bit about one-to-many relationships. I'm also going to show you how to compact and repair a database and also make a database backup. All right, to look at a relationship, you're going to click your Database Tools ribbon and open up a relationship window. As you can see right now, we have what's called the Employees table, and you can see that we have an employee ID, their names, their positions, and information regarding them. These employees can go ahead and take out a loan, and the loan shows the loan, the item, the employee. What we don't see here is the items table, so I'm going to go ahead and click Show Table and add the items table to this relationship, and you can see that here's what we have. We have items that an employee can take out. So in this loan table, a person can take out one item at a time. They can take one item out, and that employee can take an item out. We have many employees and we have many items, but in the loan table they can take it one at a time. So this is called a one-to-many relationship. For the one item, many people can take them. Many people can take them out. For an employee, there's many employees who can take it out. To look at the relationship, you can just double-click. Oops, sorry. I'll just select the relationship line, the join line here. Right-click and edit the relationship. So we have the common field that joins these two tables together is called item ID. We are enforcing referential integrity, which means that you can't add an item in the loan field unless it is in the items table. So we wouldn't be able to add item XYZ12 if XYZ12 was not in the items table. That's what enforced referential integrity does. The cascade and update deletes mean that if an item is deleted in the items table, we no longer have a tablet there, we no longer have a software there, then it will automatically delete or make that update in the loans table. Okay, so that's the difference. That's enforced referential integrity, cascade, update, and delete. If I take a look at the employees table, the join between employees and loan, again, we have enforced referential integrity. And this means that we can't add an employee ID in the loans table unless that ID is in the employees table. So I couldn't add employee ID BITTLE if a BITTLE was not an employee. So that's what enforced referential integrity does. Okay, that's overall design relationship. I'll go ahead and close this and save the changes. Now, a database, when you're updating records, deleting records, modifying the structure of all these tables and forms, your database becomes quite large. And so what you want, and it fills up with a lot of empty bytes and bits. So what you want to do is you want to do compact and repair. So let me just show you here. I'm going to go to where, this is my drive, is where I have this file stored. And this file is called Access File for Video. It's currently 520 kilobytes. When you have an Access database open, you also get this dynamic linking little table, this L, that's a linking Access database table. And what that does is it's like a little buffer. So when you're constantly making changes in Access, it's constantly saving it, and it saves it in that little buffer. When we close the Access database down altogether, this little file goes back into the big file, and I'll show you that here when I close the file. But in the meantime, this Access database is 520 kilobytes. Okay, compact and repair a database. Very simple. You go up to your File ribbon, and on the Info tab, click Compact and Repair. It automatically does it. If you had anything open, it would tell you to close them. Okay? And as soon as the navigational pane opens back up, there we go. Now let's take a look. And you can see that database went from 520 kilobytes down to 500 kilobytes. I didn't do a whole lot of work on it. Okay. Now, to close your database, let's first talk about backup. To back up your database, you go up to File, down to Save As, and here is where you want to say back up your database. And then click Save As. It asks you what drive to save it in. And notice it gave it the same file name, but it put today's date on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Save. And that's a separate database file altogether. So if this file becomes corrupted, or it's really bad and an error, you want to open up it, start again, you can open up that database. Now, please realize that any changes you now make on this database are not made to that backup database. It's only backed up at a certain date and time. All right, lastly, if I now go up to File and close the database, my database is closed, Access is still open, but if I now go look at my drive where my file is, notice that I don't have the little dynamic linking library file that stores records, okay? It stores your saved features. And now notice my Access database file is 504 kilobytes, okay? And then lastly, to close Access, you just go ahead and close the button up here to close it. And that concludes relationships, compact and repair, and backing up your database.